So you're setting off on your dream vacation, but you can only bring carry-on. Well, if you're looking to travel light but aren't sure where to start, then this is the video for you. Because yes, it's totally possible to travel well with hand luggage only. Today, I'll break down the best way to pack for carry-on only luggage, including the type of bag you should choose, what you should choose to pack, and the packing method I use to ensure that I can fit my most essential things into the smallest space possible. The first aspect you'll want to consider is choosing your case. Case limits are often much smaller in Europe than what is allowed in North America and can even vary between budget European airlines, so do be sure to check your airline size limit directly before you begin packing. I personally always opt for a roll suitcase, as I find it much easier to bring through the airport and through most towns. With this being said, if you're seeing a lot of small towns with cobbled lanes, then you might want to bring a backpack instead. When choosing your carry-on, you'll also want to look at how it's laid out. More expensive ones often have more inner compartments, which will help with organization and keeping track of what is where during your vacation. I've personally opted for a bright color so that I can easily locate my bag in the plane when it's stowed above, and so that it doesn't get confused with any other passengers. Most airlines will allow you to bring a carry-on bag and a personal item, which honestly often has a much larger size limit than you would think. I always opt to bring a mid-sized backpack where I can store all of my electronics in the event that the airline forces me to check my cabin bag in the hold. This also allows me to stash all of my valuables safely under my plane seat, so I'm not worried about them during the journey. During your trip, you'll also be able to use your backpack as a day bag so as to bring snacks, water, and other essentials during your explorations. I always travel with one versatile handbag where I can store my wallet, cash, passport, and phone. Some airlines will make you put your handbag into your backpack or case, so do be sure to have a little bit of spare room available in case this happens. This handbag is not only useful as I'll have something to travel with during the daytime, but also a nice accessory if we want to go out for a dinner. The last bags I'll travel with are 2 empty totes. One I'll keep with me in my day bag in case we buy a souvenir or do some grocery shopping while we're out, and the other I keep for dirty laundry because I don't really want my clean clothes mixing with the ones I've already worn. Before we dive into what to pack and what to leave behind, you'll want to consider your itinerary. For example, later on I'll talk about the kind of shoes to bring, but if you're going on a hiking vacation, then you'll want to bring a pair of walking shoes rather than a pair of sneakers. If you're going to a really cold climate, then you'll also want to add extra base layers. You get the idea. You'll also want to think about the vibe of the place you're going to so as to decide whether you're going to pack more casual tops or smarter fits. After all, you're not going to pack the same outfits for Paris as a weekend lounging next to a lake. If there's one thing that has really helped me scale down my packing efforts over the years so that I can pack in half an hour or less, is to have a packing list. Now, this obviously changes whether I'm going somewhere warm or cold, but the basics always stay the same. I store this on the notes section of my phone, and referring to it while I'm packing means that I never end up forgetting essentials like medications, night cream, my retainer, or my Kindle. If you're packing for longer than a week or two and only traveling with carry-on, then you'll really need to plan laundry during your trip, so don't really worry about packing for more than 10 days worth of things because you physically won't be able to in a carry-on. One of the keys to ensuring that you have everything you need during your trip is to plan your outfits in advance. I personally prioritize a capsule wardrobe where all tops and bottoms go together. For example, I'm packing for a trip to Spain tomorrow, and so I've selected 2 pairs of trousers and 2 skirts. All 4 pieces are pretty versatile and can be worn either during the day or at night to go out for dinner. Every top I'm bringing goes with any of the bottoms. I tend to bring underwear and socks for each day, plus one extra just in case. A top for each day of the trip, and then a few different skirts and trousers, but obviously you don't need one of these per day of trip. If I'm honest, the most important tip to follow is not to pack anything you haven't worn in the past 6 months. Don't pack something that you would never wear either. For example, if you never wear hats, then why would you pack one? I also pack one comfortable outfit for the plane, lounging around, and one nice dress in case we go out to a fancy bar or to dinner. Obviously, the dress has to go with my sneakers, sandals, or boots, since unfortunately we don't really have space for a pair of heels if we're traveling with hand luggage only. As well as my jacket and sweater that I'm bringing on the plane, I try to fit an extra sweater into my bag in case the other one gets dirty. When it comes to accessories, I have to say that less is more. When you're packing carry-on only, you want to be as minimal as possible. I tend to bring 2 necklaces, a couple of pairs of earrings, and my rings. If you like to style your outfits a little more, then you can always bring along one statement necklace that goes with a variety of outfits and a single belt in a neutral color. Shoes can obviously be a little tricky as they're typically the bulkiest part of your outfit. I bring a maximum of 2 pairs whenever I go somewhere, as any more than this would take up too much space on my carry-on. Typically, I'll bring 1 pair of boots and 1 pair of sneakers if I'm traveling in the winter, and then 1 pair of sneakers and 1 pair of sandals in the summer. Make sure to wear the bulkier pair of shoes on the plane so that you can save some precious space in your suitcase. I only ever bring 1 large jacket, and I'll wear this on the plane together with my bulkiest sweater. If I know it's going to be raining a lot, or even at all, then I'll pack my lightweight rain jacket, as it doesn't take up too much space but will keep me cozy and dry. In terms of swimwear, I'll bring 2 or 3 sets depending on how often I'm going to be swimming. One set is always a cute fit that will look nice on the beach, whereas the other is more practical for when I really just want to swim without worrying about any mishaps. In terms of toiletries, I have a clear wash bag that is the permitted size of an airport plastic wallet already, so that I can pack all of my liquids in advance and know that they'll all fit and I don't have to throw anything away. I have a set of travel-sized bottles so that I can bring small quantities of my shampoo, etc. without having to purchase any travel minis. I look at the hotels I'm traveling to before I leave, and if they all provide shampoo, I'll leave this out of my packing routine. When I go away, I also tend to really pare down my makeup routine so that I don't have to travel with too many products. I wear sun cream every day, whatever the weather, and recently discovered these roll-on sun creams that fit perfectly into my travel bag, so I'll pack one of these together with my regular makeup, shampoo, deodorant, and toothpaste. Finally, let's talk about packing method. I personally never pack with packing cubes as I find they're a bit cumbersome, and I can typically fit everything I need into my carry-on without them, as I prefer a minimalist list as opposed to carrying around too much heavy clothing when I want to be enjoying my vacation. I try to follow the rule of thumb that I have 1/2 of my carry-on luggage to fit clothes in, while the other half I use to store extra pair of shoes, wash bag, hairbrush, and other miscellaneous things. Here's how I fold each of my clothes. For t-shirts, I'll fold in the sleeves and then roll them up while placing them in my case. I fold trousers lengthways before rolling them. For dresses, I'll fold them in half and then roll them. Basically, I roll everything and then place it in a kind of Jenga move in my suitcase. Even my husband, who didn't used to do this, has seen how good it is and now does it himself. I hope that all of these packing trips have helped you and that you have an amazing trip. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more travel tips. See you next time. Bye!